Okay, we're going to make this really quick. This is going to be a quick video because this is just reflecting on the open house I had today on Kohut Court in Westfield. How did it go? What did I learn? And essentially what's been going on. So start things off, I placed 4 non-branded open house signs in the neighborhood. I'd like to get my branded signs as soon as possible and be able to get more of them so that I'm able to market the home better. But let's talk about something here, okay? So when I was hosting the open house, I practiced all my scripts. It all went well. That was fine. But when you're hosting open houses, it's almost like when you're touring apartments. So I was in leasing for a year, and every time I would tour people, I would have to get people collected in together because often, people are so random. They'll do different things. It's kind of chaotic a little bit. Same thing with open houses. So with my script, I had to change up a few things, and there were some issues that I had, not just with my script, but also with the open house flyers that I had. And so I had to change up some things a little bit. Sorry, I'm looking at my other screen here. For some reason, I come out of actual training so not confident in myself. Every time I've been hosting these open houses, I've been very nervous. I talk like an amateur. I don't talk like an expert. I look like a kid. I speak like a kid. And it's just overall not been a good time. Now, I was able to collect several leads. I was able to get people's contact information. I have them in my lead follow-up system. So I still plan to follow up with them in the future and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I was not talking like an expert. And this is just going to have to get something I'm just going to have to get used to because I'm only going to get better if I try. So it was a really struggle battle mentally. I felt really defeated. I'm often very personal. So when people say things like I already have a realtor or, like some sort of objection about me, I just take it so personal. And that's just something I'm going to have to overcome. It's just how it's going to be. And at the end of the day, I know I'm doing the right things, and everyone's telling me that, in the office, that I'm doing what needs to be done as far as building a successful real estate business goes. I just need to make sure that I end up keeping on track on it. So what we're doing tomorrow is I am going to church. I'm going to deal with that stuff, and it's going to be a good time getting to meet people in Westfield on the church and invite them to my open house over in Centennial. Now, this is just going to have to be something I'm going to have to get used to. And I think the big picture I'm learning here in open houses is it's going to take time. And that's tough because I need to get a sale as soon as possible. But also at the same time, real estate isn't a game where you become an overnight success. There's no such thing as an overnight success. What I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to do the best I can with the amount of time I have. And if something doesn't come up well, then I'm going to have to look for a full-time job. But like I said before, as long as I keep sticking to what I'm doing, I'm going to be just fine. It honestly wasn't a terrible open house. I had a lot more people show up, which is great. I had about 5 families show up. Typically, I've only seen around up to 2 families or 2 parties show up to an open house. Sometimes I don't see anyone show up. So it was good that I was able to get 5. It'd be cool if I can get even 10, 20, 30 families show up. But that's just going to have to take time with my marketing. It's going to take time with my signs, with all types of stuff whenever I get better in the industry. And Monday, I'm waking up at 6 a.m. I'm doing scripts. It's Ignite training week, so I have to fit in time to work. And I'm going to be very tired. But everything good in life doesn't come easy. That's just how it is. Everything good isn't cheap. Everything cheap doesn't last. Everything cheap isn't good. So that's what I've learned today. I have 2 open houses tomorrow, one from 1 to 3, which I do anticipate many people to show up to. And then I have one from 4 to 6. I don't think as many people are going to show up to that one simply because 4 to 6 is really late. And there already is a 1 to 3 open house in that same home. So we'll go ahead and see how it goes, though. I hope people show up, and if so, that's great. And we'll be back here tomorrow with another short video. It's probably going to be likely longer because I'm talking about what I'm doing more in depth tomorrow. But this is it. Just a quick video just to let you guys know how the open house went. And thanks, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video, and Have a happy rest of your weekend.